all night on your night dinner. Oh my God. Yeah, it is still here.
Come join me for a glimpse of the 1995 Washington State International Kite Festival. It was a week of sights, sounds, fun and friends, and memories that will last forever. Different events were held each day of the week. Monday included kite buggy demonstrations. This new aspect of kiting is becoming very popular. Not sure about piloting a buggy yourself? No problem, just hitch a ride with someone else. It can get a bit messy, but it's well worth it. The demonstration attracted a good crowd. Now it's my turn to catch a ride with one of the country's best, Fritz Gramkowski from New Jersey. He's a wild man. I've got to clean up. Be back in a minute.
Hi! Did you see our banner?
Time to sit back and soak in the beauty.
It takes quite a bit. It takes like the wind right now.
Looks like Jenny got a ride from Fritz too. Tuesday's events included terrific Tuesday Top Team and club camps. These are some wonderful examples. Trains and archers were also judged on Tuesday. Volunteers are the backbone of the festival, and WSIKF has some of the best. Here's one of the teams competing in the parafoil launch and retrieval game.
They're going to use a little different technique. Instead of running the line down, they've got a puller on the front. You pull the line down here, and they've got one. Yes, sir. In between your speaking, could I also have you switch the microphone to the middle position, or completely off? Okay, sir. Thank you. Well, it looks like we've got the last two finished up. All right, sorry about that. To John Reinschreiber, first going to Sonny Hebner.
An invitational dinner was held on Tuesday night to welcome the international and national guests of the festival. Kids games were held on Wednesday morning and everyone got a prize.
7-0. Fighter kite competition and big band. This competition works if you have a single line kite. If you have a dual line kite, it's going to be tough.
Kite-related classes and workshops were offered throughout the week.
Okay, Jared, okay, that's 210. No, something
Are we ready? Hi, I'm Barbara Wright. I'm from Vancouver, Washington. And the kite's name is Rocky. It's because he's a rookaku, which is a traditional Japanese style kite. And the little one on the end of the line that's helping him out here, her name's Roxanne.
The Westport Wind Riders won the Top Team Award.
Hi, we're Jim and Madeline Lowe from New York City, representative of the Lehigh Valley Kite Society of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. And
It's our first festival, and I think it's going to become an annual event.
There's John and Michael Wendy and Peter. Nancy Lockwood and Harry Gregory pulled together an impromptu group of kite flyers to put on this performance of Peter Pan. Pirate ship, Captain Hook, and even the alligator were included.
To a soundtrack of big band music. So therefore we call it ballet. Big band together, we got big band ballet.
I'm Tom Ryan from Ohio. OSAC is the kite club. And I'm Stormy Weathers from Jennings Lodge, Oregon, which is just south of Milwaukee. The kite is dimensioned so that it fits the dimensions of a funny paper. And it flies and winds from about 3 1/4 miles an hour up to around 20 with the 1/8 inch sticks that are in it now. If you want to fly in stronger winds, you have to put in a 3/16 spar. And I have 4 more of these things to give away to kids, complete with line wrapped on a tin can, and the tail torn from an old sheet. And what you're looking at here is a kite complete with line and winder. The cost is under $1. So,
and it's called what kind of kite?
This is just a barn door kite. It's an old traditional kite.
This is Mel Edlin, the first place winner in the Senior Big Band Ballet. He's flying 2 dual-line kites at once. Carl Wells received honorable mention as the best dancer. The second place ribbon was won by Sylvia Bernauer. Rod Dankin flew a Synergy Deca to a best quad performance. Tony Scalise gives a whole new meaning to the phrase flying by the seat of your pants. His routine earned him a third place ribbon.
Look to your left and look behind you. If you happen to see any litter or garbage, please take a little extra effort and pick it up and toss it in
from Canada also.
The Washington Kite Flyers Association held a spaghetti feed for one and all on Wednesday night. It was good.
Cheers.
Very smart for me, Glenn.
Hey, Cliff, I'll say this.
Okay, what do we got? We got some stuffed kites coming up here.
Grant us a.
All over the world.
How big is it?
coming to
Yeah.
participate here
About 60
at
square feet.
Washington
Great.
State International Kite Festival.
Thursday was Handcrafted Kite Day.
Is that all applique?
Yep.
Great.
Hour or two work.
And what's your name?
Lauren Dingwall,
Where are you from?
Gold Bar, Washington.
There's going to be some interesting
kite.
Right.
Obviously, I call this the most beautiful kite in the sky.
I highly recommend do not shoot the kites out here anything less than 1
There was also a smallest kite contest.
Johnny, come 2,000 miles to do this now. Let me enjoy it.
Hi, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm from Afghanistan. My name is Basir Ahmadarian. That's actually a fighter kite made from bamboo and tissue paper. And the hard work I did, it's really nice.
Hi, my name is Johnny. I'm originally from Pakistan, but I settled in Los Angeles. And this is my 5th year in Long Beach. And I enjoy it so much, I feel like I make it for every year here. And this is my kite. It's called Japanese Red Devil. And I competed for Masters in Eastern Kite. And they announced my name. It came out first.
From your Fort Worden project?
This is from my Fort Worden project.
This is Roger Matty, super flyer. He flies 3 quad-line kites at one time, one with each hand and one from his waist and hips. Talk about concentration and coordination. Thursday night, the Associated Oregon Kiters held their annual picnic and welcomed the festival guests. A crew from King 5's evening magazine show came down on Friday morning to film Fritz doing his buggy best. Actually, it's very unusual. We've got good winds in the morning. And let's see, the tide's... The kite, a new advertising medium. This is Team Tsunami, the 1994 World Cup champions, putting on a demonstration for the crowd.
Ready? Sure. Okay. Dearly beloved, we're assembled here in the presence of God to join this man and this woman in holy marriage. TJ, or otherwise known as by the authority committed unto me as a kite flyer. Does that work? Okay. I declare that Stuart, that's you, that's me, and TJ are now husband and wife according to the ordinance of God and the law of the state, in the name of the Father and the name of the Holy Spirit. Is there any man here who would speak at this point in time? Please come forward. No whistles? Where's the whistles? No whistles. Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Congratulations. You bet. You bet. The crowd. You're fine. Bow.
With the renewal of vows completed, the rest of the Friday night activities began.
Fireworks, yeah! See you later!
Cocktail! Hot buttered corn! I like that. Do I get a copy of Thelma Jean's Wedding?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that quick.
I'll tell you, one day I was walking around cleaning houses with stepping on it.
Green Ranger. So I have to be ready.
Saturday morning started with the opening ceremonies.
I'm gonna go up those steps, I think.
And I won't forget the man who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand next to you.
Now, all of you aerodynamicists, please remember that while you saw these guys zooming all over the sky, like they were riding an elevator. Great.
This year's international guests come from the nations of Canada, Germany, France, and Australia. Additionally, we are recognizing 3 United States guests representing the American Kite Association. And in a few minutes, I'm going to present these special guests with the keys to the city of Long Beach.
To be able to sanction this event from the American Kite Flyers Association, this has been my first trip out here, and I guarantee you it won't be my last. This is quite a festival, and we're very proud to be here, and thank you very much for the hospitality of your town. It's been very nice. Thank you. Thank you.
For a variety of functions with the observers over battlefields and for artillery, also proposed as devices to rescue mariners on rocks near rocky coastlines to lift a rescue basket, used for signaling. Quite a resurgence in interest in the Cody kites.
There were some hard-fought battles in the fighter kite competition held on Saturday morning. A lot of participants showed up for the Cody Fly, even though it started raining.
Yes! The party dress! Yes! Yes! The party dress! Yes! Yes! The party dress! Yes! Yes! The party dress! Yes!
Come on.
1, 2, 3. Shame, shame on you, John Locke.
He'd only just come back.
We didn't get wet. Okay, group photo.
Payback. Come on, group photograph. All the ladies over here and the gentlemen that are dressed up, we need group photograph.
Revenge was sweet when a group of Don Mock's friends surprised him with a party dress parade. The dress he had thrown from the 20th story of a hotel in Paris magically reappeared and was worn by Ron Miller.
I will become a makeup artist.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, my name is Chantal Barret, and I'm coming from France. Her name is Geneviève Merel. I'm coming from France too. Excuse me, I don't speak English. And we were invited by the committee to come over and to attend the festival and to participate. And we are surprised by all the people here, their kindness and the way they take care of us, and how many gifts we have. And we really enjoyed to fly our kites over there because all the public were laughing, you know, they really enjoyed to see our kites because they are funny kites.
The Fort Worden wind bow was designed by George Peters. It is made up of 44 panels, each sewn by a different member of the 1994 kite-making conference. Here comes Corey Rossler on his kite ski. This is a unique device that he and his dad have perfected. Saturday night is a festival banquet and auction. Old friends and new acquaintances get together and talk about the fun they've had and their plans for the following year's festival.
Okay, my name is Robert Tressanier. I'm from Montreal, Quebec. My kites are painted. I paint on the nylon, the spinnaker nylon, ripstop nylon. So I only buy white ripstop and I paint on them. But and what about the painting? But most are people just face or people standing in the air, and they are like my neighbors or some people not really people I know, but people you see on the sidewalk, people you see in the metro or some place like this. Then make them fly, get their life lighter, get them out of the struggle of the ground. Just make them fly and get more air. That's my thing. So
once more.
That ought to be interesting.
We're actually rare endangered snapping. You missed it. Okay, now go to Jan crying because the auction's going to start. Jan, there we go.
Time. That was really beautiful to see all those kites up. I've had a chance to do a lot of traveling, and I've gone to many kite festivals around the world, and I'll be really stretched to find a better one to attend. I really will.
The pictures. But Heather Thomas took some great photos. Boy, the photos were as good as any that we've ever seen around here. Anyway, here are the results. First of all, we had two categories. One was for people, and the other was for kites. So in the individual categories, for individuals, teams, pairs, or personalities, in third place was Team Tsunami. Those are the people that the crowd thought was the third best. They had the third most votes in the People's Choice category, I'm corrected. In second place, now Team Tsunami had 6 kites in the air. In second place, we had Team Maddie with 4 kites in the air. Roger Maddie. That was second place. And in first place, another team. This is a 3-kite team, Team Bethel. It's on the wall. In third place, the Citrus Star by our international guest, Till Krupp. In second place, Yosemite Sam by Rich and Georgine Curran. And in first place, I don't believe it, The Autumn Sun by Pete Dolphin.
Is that the museum people have had a wonderful time this weekend. So many of you have been in there, we've played and had a good time, and we're so excited about all of you being there, visiting our museum. And I have to talk a little more here so I can get the rest of these out over my, and I don't do very well with my left hand. We thank you all for coming and visiting. We thank you all for buying our raffle tickets. We thank you all for putting money in our rocks that we had out there. And we thank our community particularly in supporting our museum and our Kite Festival activities here in the community. Thank you so much. Bye.
How you doing, Jim?
Round figure, I love it. 105.
He's beautiful.
115, great. 120? 125.
Let's let them have it.
125?
No, they're gonna have it.
120 is my last bid. So they would like to offer me 125 so we can keep this fun thing going a little bit longer.
Ah, what the hell?
125. There we go.
This is the day to get all those kites in the air. Sunday is when the attempt is made to set a new record for the most kites in the sky at one time. Do you see Cruella de Vil in the middle of the 101 Dalmatians? Well, we set a new record with 4,662 kites in the sky. Now it's time to wrap it up until next year.